video music in stereo 24 hours.
You're coming to Brooklyn with your band, the Voidz. You're starting on Halloween, October 31st. Does the start date have any particular significance, being a scary night?
I think we wanted to create an event, so Halloween is a fun party night, I suppose. I saw some concerts on Halloween that I really loved, and yeah, I think it starts on Halloween, ends on Day of the Dead, so there's a nice kind of, or actually no, maybe it goes beyond now, but the original dates spanned from Halloween to Day of the Dead. So,
and the single kind of has a name that's resonant to The Exorcist. It's Flexorcist. What is a Flexorcist?
I didn't even realize the Halloween Exorcist thing. Well, it was, I suppose, a joke at first, and then became the name of the song, and the song seems to elicit. The name to me describes the song sonically. So, other than being a joke of, you know, the word flex and exorcist combined, unlike the Urban Dictionary, you know, which I think says, you know, like you're flexing, you know, like showing off or whatever. That was not the intention, but I think it's good that it's not an old man reference anymore, and pretty serendipitous with the movie and Halloween. It just kind of worked out that way. Meant to be.
Okay. Now, is there a Voidz album in the offing, or are you just going to continue to drop singles?
I think just singles for now, but eventually, when there's enough songs built up, we'll put out some kind of compilation / album.
Is there any way that your prior band, the Strokes, could have evolved into the Voidz?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. The Voidz and the Strokes exist in parallel dimensions now, but yeah, I think the Voidz now is the energy that I used to put in, and the love and the care and the sweat and the tears, focused on the aesthetic and the drum beats and the guitar solos, everything about it. I think all that energy I now put into Voidz, and you know, I think maybe it's almost a good thing that it didn't, you know, get huge or necessarily or whatever, but because I just stayed kind of hungry and motivated and working hard.
Now, I understand that you have a kind of similar to ours, because we're an alternative newspaper, a kind of alternative view of the media. Can you tell me about that?
Well, I think that independent media, you know, is crucial, and independent candidates are crucial, and the kind of soft alliance of corporate interests have kind of invaded all aspects of our society, and not that they're necessarily evil in intention, but I think the net result is detrimental to the happiness of human beings.
How does that apply in the music business, the corporate music?
Well, I think money that will appeal to teen-adjacent pharmacy, background music, supermarket music, Uber driver music, nightclubs, everything that can kind of be consolidated into the pop music category is proven to make more money, so all the money is focused into that, and things that have quality are not necessarily subsidized anymore the way they used to for quality's sake.
Are you saying that none of the pop era tunes or songs have quality to them?
No, some of them do, but even the ones that don't, I think, live in a different stratosphere of support than the best of indie music.
So it's tougher for the indie bands to make the kind of money that they used to. Does that discourage them from forming? You've got to be up against rowing against the current, if you will, if you're an indie band.
Yeah, I mean, I think artists will always, do their thing, but I think it definitely discourages touring. The way you have to tour to make money can be pretty, unpleasant nowadays if you're a smaller level band. So it discourages some aspects, but I think, and a lot of bands break up probably prematurely because of it, because of the unsustainability. So yes and no.
I have to ask you about Matt Healy characterizing your response to what he did in Malaysia as being homophobic. Are you having a feud with him, or is it just one-sided from his side?
Did he say homophobic? I don't think...
He said the response was homophobic.
I don't think you can be homophobic and from New York. But I definitely did not criticize anything like that. I'm not quite sure. I think he's just in a fog of tour. And, I heard something about colonial politics, but maybe he was projecting. I don't really... I don't care.
When you say political, how so? And how does it relate to your music?
Well, yeah, we were talking about... I was watching a James Baldwin interview, and I suppose he was talking more about white obliviousness in America. He was talking about how our realities are based on what we seek to avoid. And I think I talk a lot about that, and I think I always have talked about that, honestly. The music was political since day one, just maybe more subtle. Maybe I've gotten better at communicating a little more directly.